This is the observation deck for the Las Vegas sign, the new sign. Yeah, this is the deck right here. If you're afraid of heights, you might not want to do it. 1, 2, 3, and plus some more. It's like 5 steps, really. So now I'm way up here. Wow, I can see the whole city. Who needs to go up there when you can be down here on this observation deck? Yeah, this is it. We had a ribbon cutting with the mayor and had a couple of celebrities come out. Yeah, this is observation deck. I'm the only one here. Beautiful. One thing you might not notice when you go to the STRAT, you notice it, but you notice it probably unconsciously. They really have a beautiful front area. They have a lot of flowers, a lot of really nice plants, meticulously well-groomed bushes. I mean, this is every bit as pretty as something you'd see at Chinese-owned Disney World in Orlando. It's actually in Lake Buena Vista, but that's another story. Everybody lies about this city. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thought I should to show that. I don't remember it being this pretty before the arch was put up. I think they stepped up their game when the arch was put up, because really with the arch it really makes it beautiful. Really goes together well. And of course that crazy ass tower is very beautiful. I don't know how much of this is real. I'm gonna say it's all real until I'm proven differently. Because I do know that Chinese Disney World will blend in some fake palms and fake bushes in with the real stuff, so that you want to touch it and you say, oh, it's real. But the stuff you can't get to is fake. Yep, about 5 more years we'll have it all cleaned up. It's actually real clean all the way to Fremont Street. Just a few places that need some help, but it's a vast improvement. I mean, someday Aztec Casino across the way won't be the most pathetic, worst casino in the world. It'll be maybe the second worst. Gotta wonder why the STRAT bought this. Are they so ridiculous on their price that they made it so crazy that the STRAT can't afford it, can't make the numbers work? Because that needs to be knocked down. Look at it. It's absolutely pathetic. It's dangerous. I mean, that road right there, that is not a road you should walk down. Even if you live there, you should rent a helicopter and drop in. Yeah, I don't know what this is. That's the back of the valet, I think. It's pretty nice that they put those gold doors there, though, instead of just having those steel doors that are behind it. And the STRAT always has the most interesting cars. They always have a big jacked up 4x4 that you would think that you would see in Daytona Beach or Huntington Beach. Those two beaches are the same thing, by the way. One's on the West Coast, one's on the East Coast. But they're the same people. If you go to one and you were able to have a private jet and fly to the other place, you'd wonder, how did that guy get there before you? And he's got the same jacked up vehicle. Yeah, that's one of the modern marvels. So you got some Mercedes, Kia, GMCs. There's the big truck. You always got to have at least one big truck. And he usually comes in banging music and thumping it real heavy, so that everybody in here's heart rate goes up and their blood pressure. Yeah, this guy's from Daytona Beach via Huntington Beach. Uh-oh, there goes a bride, runaway bride. Oh, she's got a cord tied around her train. Yeah. Oh, that's a California tag. Yeah, he's definitely Huntington Beach. I told a story about marriage in a different video, and I know you don't watch them all, so I just have to tell again. When you come to Las Vegas, you have to get a marriage license, just like you do in Florida or New Jersey. You don't just walk up to one of these little places and get married. My niece thought she was married for 15 years, and she had gotten married at one of these places. In fact, I think it was the one over there next to that cannabis shop across the street. Little Shop of Horrors or something like that. Anyway, so she thought she was married. She went to get divorced, and they did the record check on her and said, well, good news is you don't need to get a divorce. Bad news, you were never married. And she said, no, that's good news, good news. So her and the boyfriend, I guess you call him, you don't call him the husband, never the husband, went their separate ways. They didn't even have to high five. So, two ways to take that information. If you're not real sure about the person you're going to marry in Vegas, just go straight to the chapel and let Elvis marry you and go back home and hold that ace in your pocket. And if you get real mad at her, say, but hey, you can't threaten me with divorce. We're not married. But if you really want to be married, you're going to have to get the marriage certificate, and you have to file it afterwards. I think they sign it. That's just a ceremony. That's not the official. I don't know the exact rules. I need to look that up so I can let you know, and I'll put it in the video. So, STRAT on Sunday night. This place was also a zoo last night, Saturday night, because Soulja Boy and Bow Wow were performing at the Sahara across the street. So Circus, which is also close by, but not as close as STRAT to the Sahara, Circus was charging $100 parking there was that much need for parking for that concert. It's a long block from, I mean, I just walk it. It's not that big a deal because I do it, that kind of walking all the time. But most of those people don't walk. I mean, and you know, if you're dressed up and you're all tucked into a tight skirt and you're wearing 6-inch heels, you know, that's hard work. Not that I've done it. You can probably tell I've never done that. But I couldn't do it. I physically couldn't do it. But anyway, so to walk that far and pay $100, I wonder what the STRAT was charging. Because the STRAT is easier parking to the Sahara. And for that fact, if that's true, then what was Sahara charging? I think that's a record $100 for parking. I know that the people have complained like crazy at NFL games and getting charged $50. Has anyone paid over $100 for parking in their life? I know I damn sure hadn't. I would park in the next city over before I would pay. I don't think I've ever paid even $10 for parking. When I first came back to Las Vegas, I parked 2 miles away at a sketchy place for free and not really sure that my car would be there when I came back, just to avoid a $5 parking fee. So that's where my mind is. I know your mind's not like that. Nobody's is. Look at this STRAT cafe. Why is it closed? Nice looking cafe. Oh, they're reopen at 10 p.m. Oh, okay. I'll give them that. Yeah, that's a good idea. This is a slow time of night. 8 o'clock. That's true. Yeah, these kind of places do really well after midnight, really. So 10 o'clock, they're probably just getting started. $100 for parking. Unbelievable. I wonder how much the ticket was for the show. If it was $100 for parking, because if I had to pay $100 to see that show, I would throw up. Okay, this is definitely a tournament. Oh, it even says so. Duh. Number 13, they got them all. If you've never seen a slot tournament, and you're walking by and you're seeing these roped off areas, do yourself a favor and stand and watch. It's really, really fascinating. I mean, you'd think it was the NBA Finals. These people really get into it. And they always play these machines. They don't play any of the machines that you see out on the casino floor. It's always these. And all you do is you pay your big entry fee and you push that play button over and over and over and over and over and over. And you just wouldn't believe the intensity of the people. I mean, there is no messing around in this room. Because some of these tournaments cost, $300 and $400 for entry fee. Some of the people that have a high rating get to maybe get invited for free. But if you just want to get in the tournament, you're going to pay, over $300. I guess it depends on the prize money, what the entry fee can charge. No smoking in this area. used to be able to go up to the top of the tower for free to watch the rides. Now it's $20. If you stay here, they'll give you a discount. That's a shame. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet, and pay the $20 because you can get some really good photography from up on the pod. $1. This is a pretty cool environment right here to play this craps game, I think. That's what I look at whenever I'm going to play one of these machines, is what's going to be around me. Because while you're not, concentrating on your game, you got to see what's going on around you. So I like this. I like this transition from hotel to casino. That man was praying before he pushed the play button. I sure hope he won. I don't think prayer works like that. I mean, I'm not anti-religious, but I'm not so religious that I can have an answer for that. But I don't think you're supposed to pray for your winnings. Because if you are, I'll start doing it. Look at this big fat old-fashioned slot machine, but it doesn't have a one-arm bandit. It's a button. When you have a big machine like this, it's got to be the one-arm bandit. $3. That's weird. $3 for that roulette. Makes no sense. Usually the roulette is 50 cents when the craps is $1. Oh, I didn't know they had this here. Huh. I love this one. This is probably the best craps situation in Vegas. And one of my subscribers told me that they have it in Connecticut. Then my sister told me they have it in Biloxi. Anytime you want to tell someone, something bizarre, they always like to tell you, oh no, that's nothing. What we got at such and such. They always shoot you down. They're trying to hold you back. I'm a victim. I'm trying to press through. People are telling me I can't do this. I can't talk about this table. But I'm going to. So anyway, this is how it works. So this is your spot on a table right here. You sit in this chair, and just like the shoot to win or the none of your business craps, there's real dice being used, but the difference is it's not being rolled by the machine. Yeah. Oh, this is brand new, right? Yeah. No. So this just put in. Okay. All right. Yeah. This is the greatest game in Vegas.
Is it?
Yes.
I've never seen it actually work.
Yeah, I've seen. Well, they have it at Horseshoe, and they have it at Treasure Island. Probably other places, but those are the two places I've seen.
So they have one of the players that are playing the machine get up and roll the dice.
Right. So when it's your turn, you get out of the chair and walk around there, and then you're the live roller. and then whenever you 7 out, you come back and sit down. So they either applaud for you or boo you, and then the next person's turn. I don't know if you can refuse your turn. I think you can, but it's live rolling. Yeah, it's pretty neat, and you don't have to worry about your money being stolen. You know.
That's what I was concerned about.
Yeah. So it's locked. It's locked when you go up. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's small, but it's like a half table, and it's felt, so it's like real dice, and you know, it's a real feel. So I think it's gonna be great. Yeah, I'll be watching for it. So that was a worker coming up to talk to me. So I guess you heard everything I said. You go to when it's your turn. So if you're at this table right here and it's your turn, you press a button. I think there's an area where you press it and you walk up there, so no one can sit here. So your station is shut down. So not like someone can come behind you and steal your money. So you go up there, and now your terminal is this. And it's a mirror image of the terminal you had. It shows all your money, so you make all your bets here. You don't make them on the real table, but you roll on the real table. So it's very unique. And it's probably gonna, I figured it was only closed tonight, but she said it hadn't been open yet. Yeah, this is the best crap situation in Vegas, and like I told her, they have it already at Treasure Island, they have it at Horseshoe, but the problem is it's not always active. Like at Treasure Island, I've only seen it active once, and I walk through there almost every night. It's kind of a cut through. I sound like a degenerate. I am one. But I identify as a gentleman, so all else doesn't even matter. So I think this trip was worth it, just for the fact that we see that they've got that new craps machine. I don't know what they call that craps machine though, and I don't know that they have a name. You know, the shoot to win craps didn't have a name on it for years, and people just called it bubble craps. Finally, they put a name on it. But some of the shoot to win machines don't call themselves shoot to win. They call them nothing. And they keep saying on that shoot to win Mystery of 50 series. Whenever I see people playing, I always ask them, do you know what that means? No one knows, but I have an opinion. I think it might mean that they show you the history of the dice. They show you the last 50 rolls. So they show you maybe that a 6 rolled 20 times, that a 7 rolled 30 times, something like that. I think that's what it means. It's a Sportsbook. It's a nice Sportsbook. TVs aren't over the top, but they're really crisp. Really nice displays. Reminds me of the one at the Palms. Palms really, really nice. Also William Hill. If I owned a casino, that's what I would do. I'd let William Hill take the risk, pay me the big bucks on the rental, on the space, because I don't know if they have a commission or a percentage or something like that, but I'm pretty sure they just rent this space. And if you did that all over the casino, like with the restaurants, they used to have their own restaurant up there, now it's PTs. Let PTs take the chance on the restaurant. That's what they do. I mean, they're experts at it. and you just collect the rent. And there's no risk. So that craps machine we just looked at, it does have one employee. It doesn't have to have three like these craps tables do. So they got a stick man and then the dealer in the middle. And then they got the pit boss that walks around. Sometimes he comes over, and so that's a fourth person. So that's a lot of labor. It's very expensive. And they have to do the math in their head. I'm very impressed with their math. So they got, a lot of craps going on in the middle. That those bets have very strange odds. 16 to 1, 40 to 1, 32 to 1, stuff like that. And then on the pass line, if you've got the money in the back, that's a different number than on the front. So they have to do very good with math and very fast with math. But the pit boss will walk over and point and say 1,600 right there, 3,200 there, and help them. Because on a crowded night, that's a very difficult job. Surprised everyone at the craps table isn't from India. I think they have that computer in their brain. Don't come at me. I complimented the Indian people. It's a fact. It's not a mystery. As you know, Americans can't do math. I think we're number 32 in the world. It's quite embarrassing. All right, that's enough for the STRAT for Sunday night. They're doing pretty decent. I mainly wanted to see the flowers in the front. I'm big on the flowers. I hope I'm not going to the Aztec. I never know until all of a sudden I'm in there. But anyway, the STRAT is just so improved. Just look at this. I mean, you see the nice televisions from the Sportsbook. It just is so clean, it's just so much better than it was. Rooms are $22 a night here, plus, of course, a resort fee. Resort fee right now, I believe, is $39. So you're around $62, and you got to pay tax. Tax is at least 12%. You got the tourist tax on top of the state tax. State tax is 8%. The tourist tax is another 1 or 2, and then they got a service tax. They got all kind of crap they put on the tax. So if you got a $22 room with a $40 resort fee, so you're at 62, and you got your tax, you're at 60, high 60s, plus some other fees. You call this room a $75 room. Doesn't sound as sexy as 22, does it? I don't know who has the highest resort fee. That's what I'm gonna look that up. Who has the highest? They keep outdoing each other. The first hotel that was resort fee was more than the room was Palace Station. They were $19.95 for the room, and they were $29.95 for the resort fee, and that was 15 years ago. All right, we'll close and see if we see any exciting cars out here. California, North Carolina. What are you doing here? New Mexico. New Mexico might be the most underrated state in the United States. I've driven through there twice in the last 4 years. That in Arizona. It's absolutely beautiful. The mountains look fake. They look like you're going through Thunder Mountain at Disney World. You know, everything's perfect. The colors are popping. They look fake. It's that pretty. But they don't have a big population. You know, other than the beauty, there's really not anything to do there. You can't really play in the rocks. I mean, you can, but you get all skin up. So this is the hotel over here, the Aztec Hotel. I mean, you're talking about catalytic converter problems. There's no way you've got your catalytic converter in your car when you leave that room. No way. It looks like down there they're fenced off, like they're yeah, they're condemned. They're condemned down there. I actually drive down that road quite often. And just when you turn in here and you drive down that road, you immediately look at your gas gauge. It's just, even if you don't want to, you do. Because it's common sense tells you should. Okay, I promised this was over a little while ago, but we get one more shot at the tower. I got a really good video of someone jumping off of there. I mean, on purpose, not suicide, because that would be, well, that would get a lot of likes, probably. But anyway, I got a really good video of someone jumping off of there, and it only got about 200 views. Man, you people are brutal. What do I have to do? Get someone to splat before you'll watch? Anyway, that's the end of the STRAT. So if you stay at the STRAT, you walk right out your front of your hotel, and there's the bus. And you're real close to downtown from here, right at 2 miles, maybe 1.85, 1.9. So you don't have so many stops. Like if you caught it at MGM, you'd say, when is this going to be over? But they come real often, like 10 minutes. See, they're back to back right now, catching up, I guess. But that makes the STRAT more desirable because of the bus. That guy asked me, did I want some strip club passes? You know, I can't believe he thinks I look like that. I wasn't wearing a hazmat costume. I don't even wear a mask. Jesus. Anyway, so that's one bonus to the STRAT, the location to the bus. And on the other side, right over there, you take the bus and go down the strip. And it's super cheap. $8 for 24 hours. All you can ride. You might want to wear a vest. Just saying. So, one more thing. These bikes are cheap. $15 all you can ride for 30 days. $5 for 24 hours. Now, how many places they have, I don't know. I'm gonna look that up because I might do this. Because I was thinking about buying a bike, but bikes get stolen. Yeah. I don't understand the language here. Unlimited 60-minute rides. So as long as you ride it for less than 60 minutes, let's say you go 45 minutes, to go downtown it'd be less than 30. So then you put it in a rack, and then when you want to go home, you get another one, and then you come right back here. I think that's what how I'm reading it. Yeah. Not bad. Price ain't bad. They're all girls' bikes, but you know. I'll just nobody knows me. All right, that's it.